Hey everybody, Huz here. So, Bad Business Update 3.02 just dropped and we got a ton of new content. So I'm going to be going through everything with you guys, but before we do that, be sure to like and subscribe. And also happy Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. So we got a new code. Use code MUTATION in all caps to get 2000 CR. There's also two new outfits, the Maid's outfit and the Cobalt Samurai. So one thing I pretty much forgot to say in all my leaks video and the PTR video that I made was that the SPAS-12 also was getting revamped, and yeah, that kind of slipped by me. But yeah, I'm going to review the SPAS-12 first because we really haven't talked about it in my previous two videos. So the SPAS-12 update. New attachment set including barrels, different ammo, and stocks. You can also now unfold the stocks also. The stock stats for the SPAS-12 is that its damage is 170, 170, and 170. So pretty much if you land a shot on anybody within ranges of 25 studs, you'll pretty much instant kill them. So that's something good to know. The fire mode is semi, the reload time is 4.8 seconds, the fire rate is 180 rounds per minute, the magazine is 8, the handling is 100, the mobility is 95, and the piercing is 0. And you can see it's a 170, 170, 170, up to about 25 studs. Then it drops down at 100 studs to 17, 17, 17. So you gotta be really up close with your enemies when you use this gun. Otherwise, you're pretty much gonna get killed by them. Alright, so after using the SPAS-12, it's a pretty good gun. It's just that its spread is pretty tight, so you really gotta aim really well when you're at somebody. I don't really recommend using ADS unless absolutely necessary, if they're like a little farther away. It may take an extra shot or two to actually finish them off, but like, if you have really good attachments for your hipfire accuracy, that'll really help. But yeah, here's a bit of gameplay on the stock SPAS-12. So after some time making an attachment setup for the SPAS-12, here's the setup that I came with. So for the optic, I went with a Type 2 dot sight. Now you guys may be confused on how I got an optic on the SPAS-12. You cannot attach an optic with the default stock. You actually have to equip a different type of stock, like the no stock or the unfolded stock, to actually unlock optics. I really like this attachment setup as I could use the piercing ability to my advantage when taking on multiple people. I pretty much have like an increased damage range and where I can actually kill people like I did with this guy here. But yeah, honestly speaking, I think this is a pretty great shotgun. I highly recommend you guys try out the flechette rounds, which will give you piercing. The camera shake isn't super bad. You just throw in a couple of attachments and that'll fix it. Hipfire accuracy is pretty good, but it can always be improved. But that's pretty much my overall review for the SPAS-12. But yeah, here's some gameplay with the attachments that I used. Okay, so the Mutant is obviously unlocked at Prestige 0 level 50. The stock stats for the Mutant is that its damage is 45, 45, 60. Fire mode is a burst / semi if you press the B button. The reload time is 1.8 seconds. I actually said 1.8 minutes on my PTR video, so thank you for pointing that out, everybody. The reload time is 1.8 seconds. Fire rate is 350 rounds per minute. The magazine capacity is 30 rounds. The handling is 90. Mobility 92. The piercing is 0. And ranges between 0 to 115 is 45, 45, 60. Then drops down to 31, 31, 42. So it's a pretty good gun. I'm not that much of a fan with burst weapons, honestly, unless it's like the FAMAS, which is pretty OP, by the way. I find it kind of hard to beam people at a really far distance with the Mutant, which is like one of the things I really didn't like about it. Its hipfire accuracy is pretty mediocre. Ammo capacity is obviously pretty good. It's pretty standard for a 30 mag. One thing I really did like were the iron sights, actually. Tracking was a little hard. Camera shake is really low, which is honestly really nice. Honestly, I think this gun is pretty okay, really. I wouldn't recommend you guys really use it. I think the XK416 is a much better competitor to this. But yeah, here's some gameplay footage on the stock. Alright, so the attachment setup that I came up with is the muzzle is a stabilizer, the barrel is extended barrel, the ammo is a 4.45 conversion jungle mag. What a jungle mag is that it's basically two magazines taped beside each other, and when you use up one magazine, you can easily switch to the second magazine really fast. So the underbarrel is a vertical grip for better hip fire. Honestly speaking, I had a lot more fun with the gun once I actually put on an attachment setup with it. This gun is a little slow when it comes to like actually moving around the map with its like low mobility, but its hip fire accuracy is really good. So I think my setup is more of a CQC type of setup. Recoil and camera shake wasn't too much of an issue. It's not that hard to handle. But yeah, here's some gameplay on the Mutant setup that I made. So some other stuff that was updated was the Scorpion EVO buffs. There's now a 50-round drum magazine that now reduces mobility by 8 instead of 10. The Invader stock now only reduces ADS speed by 15% rather than 25%. Some miscellaneous balance changes was that the AK-47 heavy stock now utilizes the MP5's heavy stock stats. And the Honcho's reinforced heavy barrel now increases fire rate by 10% instead of 5%. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything in the entire update. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!